we live? Yeah. You got it?
Bing bang boom. MurderVerseRadio. You raggedy fucking bitch.
Raggedy bitch.
One time for the one time. For you two-timing bitches.
Hoes.
And hoes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't got nothing tonight, really, fellas. I'll be honest.
Well, that's good.
I'm pretty spent.
It's okay because we got a
We're
lot.
recording this on a different night than we usually do, so I'm a little tired. Papa's a little tired tonight.
Oh.
Nah, not Papa. That's weird. But
I mean,
honestly, it wasn't weird till
you
you
could
said
be
it was
Gramps.
Exactly.
You could be Pop, or
them harsh time blues, bro. Harsh time blues.
But yeah, how we feeling tonight?
I mean, you don't got a lot of shit, but we got a whole lot of shit that we could go through.
Exactly. Exactly.
After the list that I whipped up.
Whipped. Did you whip it up regularly, or did you whip it up coolly? Maybe even a cool whip way.
A cool whip,
Did you
definitely.
whip it up Ronnie O and Joe Cooley?
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm
gonna go with yes.
That's what you should.
Everlasting bass. Okay.
He usually don't sing this early.
Okay,
Oh no, go ahead, do it, man.
No, go ahead, do it.
By all means.
It's all the best parts anyway.
By all means, this is your time to shine.
Shout out to all 5 people watching this. Shout out to all 2 of you that got that reference.
Shout out to my boy Edmund Astan watching this.
Edmund Astan definitely did not get that reference, but he'll
whatever
probably tell
the
me that he did.
opposite of a shout out is, that I do my opposite of a shout out for Edmund.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I said it.
You fucking joik.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. Okay. Interesting. And back to you in the studio. Studio.
All right.
Go ahead. Yeah,
5 minutes in and we haven't said shit, guys. Come on.
Exactly.
It's
Actually,
time.
Niggas ain't talking about nothing.
we're 2 minutes and 10 seconds in. Okay? But go ahead.
You might have to do the Pac intro for I ain't shit. And I ain't never gonna be shit. And you less of a podcast than me. So
Because Tupac definitely said something about a podcast.
yeah, and
For
he
sure.
been from the future.
Podcast
Yep.
been popping.
Facts.
Way been ahead of his time.
Podcast been popping since before they were popping.
Anyway,
Popcast.
shall we get started now, guys?
Sure,
You guys ready?
Sure thing, Jason.
You guys ready to get down?
Oh,
to
are we
brass tacks
lollygagging?
finally,
We're
man?
too
I wonder
slow
if
for
there's
you?
a Funko Pop podcast called Popcast.
I thought you was gonna say a pop of Pac. Cause I haven't seen one.
There probably is.
There's
I don't
gotta
know.
be, but I just ain't seen one. Like,
Interesting.
Well, you haven't been looking hard enough.
I don't know, just
Right.
like the mariachi band, of all
Okay,
luchadors.
so I was corrected on that.
So somebody
okay.
got there.
Okay, even the show that we've watched, Lucha Underground. Okay, so for context, I said that there should be a mariachi band that wears all luchador masks. But Lucha Underground, they have a bunch of different guest bands, and they make the guest bands wear luchador mask, which is kind of not the same thing. You know what I mean? I want to see a mariachi band wearing luchador masks. That just seems just fucking right. Like, all black suits, black fucking luchador mask. That's fire. Anyway,
Not bad.
back to you in the studio.
Okay.
In the
Now that
studio.
we're ready to actually start now, we actually got a bunch of we actually got a good week of nerd shit. You know what I mean? To kind of break that dry spell from the last week. The one thing starting with that we didn't talk about, that we forgot to talk about last time, was the Spider-Man trailer, Far From Home.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
You just watched it, right?
I only just watched it right before we did the show because
because you didn't watch it before because you were
I
being
don't know,
too cool. You
well,
were being
no,
a hipster
I
about
had
it.
some illusion that I was probably gonna actually watch
Endgame.
in game before I seen the trailer, but who am I kidding? I'm not gonna watch it. But
He's
yeah,
a fucking hater, guys.
I'll probably just 3 hours,
I ain't
man.
mad at him. Yeah.
3
I
hours.
ain't mad at him.
I don't want to do that.
You could just go like.
I got way too much ADD. For
You can
that
go
shit,
get all the
dog.
cliff notes. I
I got
you know
way
what I
too
mean?
much ADD.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
that shit.
you
too
just-
much ADD for a 3-hour movie.
If
But
I'm
you be
sit-
playing video games for 6 hours.
because my hands are
Sucker.
moving.
And you do his little thing in between.
Well, you
know
can
what I mean?
move your hands while watching a movie.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
What
I
if
like
he doesn't
control.
know what to do with his hands?
I want to control the movie, but not like
That's
in
his
the
own
I want to
weird
control the
Netflix way.
movie, but just,
I don't know what to do with my hand.
You can if you watch it. If you watch what was that? Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, you could totally control what you watch.
See, but that's
Hey,
why
that
I
shit was
said I
great.
don't.
That shit was
I want to
great.
control what I watch, but not in the Netflix way. So that's why I like video
Well, then
games.
there's no way to make you fucking happy. All right.
I just play video games. That makes me happy.
Even though he be hella stressed out playing, he fucking shit, like,
Fucking joint.
But he's having a great time. I mean, everybody expressed differently. I ain't mad at him.
So what do you guys think about the trailer?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It was good.
Pretty good.
It was good.
We were all arguing earlier whether or not Mysterio's the bad guy or not. I mean, I think he is.
I was gonna say, what do you think? You think he's a bad
I
guy?
definitely think he's a bad guy.
And-
I think the shit that they're fighting against is his creations.
His illusions.
I just don't know.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's
his
an
illusions.
illusionist.
He's usually an illusionist.
I
I
think
just don't know
nerd
what his angle is.
I think
yet.
with Marvel having pulling a lot of fast ones on us lately,
Ooh.
I'm definitely sure that them promoting Mysterio as an ally is definitely trying to pull our legs, and they're eventually going to reveal that he is a villain in the movie.
Yeah, because they've been doing sneaky shit like that anyway, like presenting the shit one way in a trailer, but then the movie be way different.
Marvel in particular, they've been trying to, throw fans off the scent, because a lot of people like to throw a lot of fan theories out there, and they don't want to get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Like end up like one of the theories being right, and then the fans be like, "Oh, you owe me money because you fucking used my idea," and it's like, shut the fuck up, guy, man. Like you could fucking kill yourself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Harsh.
But
He's heating up.
But I mean, But oh yeah, one thing I was really hyped about was finally introducing their concept of the multiverse.
Yeah.
So provided that's not pulling our leg, or that's not like a fake out, like if they really are gonna run with the multiverse thing, then that opens up a whole lot of doors. You know what I'm saying? Like finally a way for them to put the X-Men in the MCU as well as Venom.
Yeah,
And so, like, all
starts making sense now.
And all the people
for a while there,
yeah.
they were in the territory of like, okay, you own all these properties, but how are you really gonna actually tie it all in?
They don't own all the properties. That was the
well,
problem.
I mean, what I'm saying now though, because they didn't own them before, but now
you're talking about X-Men.
They own all of that shit now.
Not Venom though.
Well, I mean, they don't, but it'd be way smarter for Sony at this point to just be like, all right, you know what, just have all our shit.
Yeah, but when have you known Sony to follow logic and
Spiderman.
common sense?
To follow what?
Spider-Man.
Logic and common sense.
They're doing it with Spider-Man.
Pretty much just Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's it.
I mean, to me, it would make sense. I mean, yeah, you're right.
It's like
I
other
don't
than that,
expect
they made a Venom movie that's not part of the MCU, and
I've never seen that. How is that? I heard it's terrible.
Wasn't very good.
it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on you.
I mean,
how
That's
you feel,
Tantrum's version of
about it.
saying things are bad.
Yeah, it really is. He be being nice.
No, I mean like
he
look,
be
man,
hella nice.
it's polarizing, but like no, I'll tell you.
way
I'll tell you
closer.
if it was like
The
it was alright.
The action was great.
I thought it was alright, but it wasn't like
your
hella,
boy.
you know.
Your boy Tom Hardy is a very good Eddie Brock.
Yeah, he is.
Well, Tom Hardy's just a good Tom Hardy too.
Well, right, but it's like honestly that position is kind of below him. If we're being really honest, like he could have did something that's worth his time. You know what I'm saying? Like if we being real.
Well, it would have been. The thing is, it would have been worth his time if the dialogue was written better.
Yeah, the dialogue was trash.
That
bro.
was my main
Dialogue
issue
was
with
really
it,
bad.
because
that ain't even.
that's
the worst
what
part
made
about
the movie okay to me, and not like good or great. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
still a lot of jokes for a Venom movie, man. Like it kind of Ragnaroked itself. Like there's like
for
it's
Venom,
not.
dude?
It's not on that level.
Actually,
It's not,
right there, I have a Venom graphic novel that's like pretty much the thing, but it's Venom
yeah.
and it's dark as shit.
I'm saying that like
So it's weird that like they put like a humor in Venom.
Yeah,
'cause
it's-
like,
I mean,
there's no humor in that shit. It's good, but there's no humor.
yeah, I
in
mean,
it.
like
Don't get me
They
wrong.
have their dark moments too, but like there's humor moments.
there's
too.
way more humor than the dark moments. You know what I'm saying? Like there's little cool shit like as soon as he gets the symbiote in him, fucking every time he pulls a beer out, he pulls 2 beers out. One for him and one for the you know what I'm saying? So but there's not enough shit like that in the movie. And like they have some good conversations amongst themselves, but it's like mostly jokes. And I don't know who writes this stuff, but like it had a lot of people laughing in the movie theater, and it's like this doesn't feel like a Venom movie. It's so weird. It feels like this parallel like Venom for kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the action's great, like that nigga was biting people's heads off and shit, but then there's the scene in the fucking in the liquor store. and he like doesn't hurt the guy, and it's like this is your like home liquor store.
Well, he does hurt him. He hurts his feelings when he calls him a turd in the wind.
You see what I'm talking about? Like he hurts his feelings. Venom hurts his feelings. It's
No,
like,
didn't
bro,
he bite the guy's head off?
Nah, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
No, he did
in
not.
the store.
Nah, bro, he didn't do it.
Oh.
He didn't do it. Yeah, it could have been great. Like it just wasn't.
So the thing is,
wasn't
like,
that- it
the
wasn't
running
that good.
joke was that, oh, how are you gonna have a Venom movie without involving Spider-Man when the
That's
story
obvious
story
one.
of Venom
That's the obvious one.
was had like such a big part of it was the involvement of Spider-Man. But now
Exactly.
now with the multiverse thing opening that door, you could actually have that possibility now on the
Yeah.
big screen.
That's what I meant.
So-
Like it would behoove.
Sony.
I
It's
feel
a great.
fancy.
It's a great word.
Sony
great
way
word.
better to just like do that option.
I'm behooved that you said that.
That's not.
I said what I said.
I'll accept it.
So-
I'll accept it, but
Thank
that's not how you
Thank
do
you.
it. But that's all.
That's not how
I'm
you
just
do it.
glad you accepted.
So all right, so I think that yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie. It's July, right around the corner, as you said. Yeah, man.
I don't think Mysterio is the villain this time around.
Okay.
There's way too many things at work that don't follow like none of the patterns of any of this shit.
So give us
Everyone-
your theory of who would be the villain.
I'm not entirely sure. I think they're introducing this portal shit, you know, the multiverse and other Earths and shit. Someone else other than fucking, like, you can't tell me somebody other than Mysterio ain't come through that portal.
I don't
You know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
don't know.
I mean, come on, son.
We don't know that.
I mean, what, like, everyone's saying, like, they could introduce the X-Men that way. They don't have to introduce X-Men. They could introduce somebody else. Craven could come through that portal.
Fantastic Four.
They could do that, too. That would be the perfect way to do it. Silver Surfer could come through that portal. You know what I'm saying? And like, none of these people are necessarily potential enemies, except for, like, maybe a Craven the Hunter, because a nigga hunts Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think with how long Tom Holland Spider-Man been in that universe, they could have introduced, like, Craven already. Like, he could have got a literal and figurative whiff of Spider-Man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that character exists in our current universe. It would make perfect sense for him, like, oh, well, I done conquered everybody in my world. Oh, this portal's open? Maybe there's some competition in there. Let me just go through. I'm Craven anyway. It'd be good. Plus, we still got, like, Vulture and Scorpion to worry about in that universe. So it's like, I think it would be way too on the nose for them to show who the villains are in the trailers. Like, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
they didn't. But that's the thing. They showed him as a hero or as an ally.
Right, and fighting some creatures who we know that Mysterio makes those illusions specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think they would just give the whole thing away and the movie would be boring. Like, you know, like, the movie will be good as long as they introduce some other, like, conflict. Like,
See, I think
or
you're
person.
right about, like, someone else will come through the portal, but I'll think it'd be one of
Has
those
to.
things that they, like, save for the end. Like,
And it could.
Like, they funk with fucking Mysterio, and then at the end, like, as a cutscene or something, it's like,
Yeah,
whoop, and
yeah.
it's like some motherfucker
I hope they don't
comes
wait
through.
till the very end, because then it's like, then we really just came to watch a movie about Spider-Man on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like, also too, your
Remember
boy.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Right,
Fuck, well, why
right.
do we need that?
I'm saying. I mean,
Just go to a planet.
and we
Talk to his dad.
definitely
Cool.
had your boy Peter with Tony Stark's glasses on, where you can see all the shit, and then we get that line of him saying, like, the world needs a new Iron Man, which isn't Peter. It's got to be something else. It's got to be someone else. I mean, we still got to get an Iron Heart, right?
I mean, so far, Peter has been the only, like, kind of, like, kid being mentored.
He's the closest,
directly
yeah.
from Iron
You know what I'm
Man.
saying? But he's
Like, in the same way that I would expect Sam Wilson to take the mantle of Captain America
Yeah.
or Bucky.
But we knew that was gonna
Not
happen,
Bucky.
though.
Not Bucky?
No, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people still consider him a terrorist after what all the shit he did.
I mean, that's
You
kind
know
of
what I
how
mean?
it is in the comics, though. It is, too, no?
But your boy Falcon always been the stand up, like next to
Yeah.
Captain America. He's always been.
But
that guy.
Bucky has rocked the fucking costume. Like, people probably didn't know it was Bucky Barnes, but people just fucking just... Like, he just rocked the
but I think
costume
just
while
for
Steve
right
was
now,
away.
Sam Wilson was probably the better moral fit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely the moral fit for
Yeah.
sure. But I could see, like... But the point I'm trying to make is just, like, you got the options there. Like, you have both people who have historically in the comics have both been Captain America.
Yeah, but I'm just
after
saying,
Steve is
realistically in the world, like
Yeah,
people
no,
would
it'd
probably
make
be
more
more
sense.
comfortable it being Sam Wilson rather
Yeah.
than the
gone.
guy.
Especially
that,
because Sam Wilson was like a low key like being mentored by.
Yeah.
That's why I mean, like that's why I wouldn't be surprised that Peter does kind of take up the mantle as the new Iron Man, especially because he's like the smartest. Like
I don't think
he's
it's gonna happen.
you know, because like he kind of made his own gadgets in a way too, to where like now if he's like working with Happy a little bit more, maybe Happy will let fucking Peter fuck around with Tony's like R&D shit.
It would be dope. I
Because
wouldn't
it's
be
like,
mad at that.
like, cause Spider-Man, like in the comics, when he becomes an older man, like he's like low key on some Batman shit. Like he like has his own little lab and shit, and he's fucking around with all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Once he comes in contact with Stark, though, like Stark puts him on.
But see,
game.
but before that, he was working with like Osborn, and he was working with
Yeah.
Lizard Man. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody like, you know,
I think the Lizard Man might have even been like in conjunction with Osborn. Like he was working under Lizard Man while they were both like working. The money was being funded through
and these
Osborn.
characters also fuck with like Kingpin and shit too. So it's like I don't know. Next topic. Green Lantern,
Oh, yeah.
Ice
yeah.
Cube.
What,
I mean, is that official, or is that
No,
just
it's not
a
official.
rumor?
It's not.
It's
Right
Oh,
now,
it's
it's
just
just
Kevin Smith just
just in
saying
the
that.
speculative
Okay,
stage.
yeah.
What Kevin Smith says that he could see Ice Cube being a Green Lantern,
A Green Lantern,
a
not
Green
not
Lantern.
not the Green Lantern.
I don't think he said John Stewart. I think he said
Nah.
a Green Lantern.
Yeah,
and
like one of the alien creatures, like what's his name, Kilowog, one of them.
Did I didn't see the post or anything. Did he give a reason why, or he was just like, "Hey, Ice Cube, Green Lantern,
I
do
think
it."
it was like something about how Ice Cube has always been like someone who stands up against authority, or like you know what I'm saying, like not afraid to stand up against authority.
And plus he's just
And
a great like character. Like he's just always.
You know what?
got hella
I think he
personality
did
every
propose
time.
like a John Stewart, because John Stewart is someone who opposes like authority, like, not afraid to oppose authority. So I think he did propose John Stewart. But other than that, like there was other options for Ice Cube to play other Green Lanterns to where like another alien creature's Green Lantern that he could use his voice for, which would be cool.
It would be cool, but I think it would be just like I think it would be a huge waste to get somebody as big as Ice Cube to play like a creature for 2 seconds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, not for 2 seconds. I mean, like he would be part of the Green Lantern Corps.
I don't think they're really gonna fuck with the aliens too much. I think they're gonna focus on like Kyle Rayner, fucking.
Well, how many people are in the Corps?
I mean a lot, but it's like, but we still got.
So they're probably
we
gonna
still-
put aliens in there.
But we still, yeah, they're gonna put them in there, but they're not gonna be there for very long.
I don't know. We don't know that.
They're gonna focus on the three humans.
Nah, we
John
really don't know
Stewart,
that.
Kyle Rayner, fucking Hal Jordan.
We don't even know if they're gonna bring all of them in at once like that.
You can't
either.
prove that.
Yeah.
It's just likely. It's just really likely.
Nah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him as John Stewart, but that being said, I'd rather see his son as John Stewart. I think he just got more to look, and it would be dope to bring in a fresh face like that to, you know what I mean, like.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm not too big
Don't
on
tell
Green
us about your
Lanterns
Ratchet
either
girls,
way,
but
so
what are your
It's
thoughts?
just one of them things
You
like
do it every time.
I don't see why not. I'm not really like super hardcore either way. You know what I mean? Like I would take that.
Okay. Fair
Like,
enough.
Even if he was John Stewart, it's like okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Why not?
He is like I said, fucking. You could put the
His son probably would be better though, because his son would probably pass off to me more as like a jet pilot looking kid than like Ice Cube at this point in his life.
or I mean, I just think all around he's
If
just
we're
got.
talking about because was John Stewart the pilot or was
No, that's Hal Jordan.
Oh,
But John Stewart was still military though.
Oh, okay.
Like he was like I think he was like Army. You know what I'm saying? So
Ice
it's like
Cube has been in a lot of military movies too.
he has. I'm saying, bro. Like if we didn't know any better, like Ice Cube could just say like, oh yeah, I was in the military 30 years. You know what I'm saying? If you put him in a fucking BDU, we'd be like, oh yep, he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch fucking 28 Weeks Later with Idris Elba, cause he's a military guy too, which would like it would be a cool thing if he was like a Green Lantern. It's like he played the military guy really great, so it's like it could work. You know what I'm saying? But we can get on the other bars though.
Yeah.
You can go right
because
ahead.
like segueing from speaking of casting choices, we had just heard that one of the front runners to be cast as Batman and
Allegedly.
in the Matt Reeves Batman is going to be Robert Pattinson, aka a lot of people know as the Twilight guy, Edward.
I'm glad we not even. Honestly, I
something.
thought we wasn't even gonna acknowledge his name. We should just say Twilight.
I mean,
guy.
that's just what
I
they
don't know
call
which
him.
one is Edward. I don't fucking.
Twinkle Man.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I was hating. I was big time hating. I was big mad. I was
You
big
definitely
mad.
were.
I think the homie Bull posted the article with the like
No, I
watch
posted
these.
it.
That was you.
Yeah.
With the watch these
That
movies.
was me.
That was me. I watched the movie. I watched it fucking today. Cosmopolis. With your boy, and just off that one movie came out 2012. I could see it. I like he was in his bag. And he was playing a billionaire in that movie too. And honestly, that movie, if Ryan probably won't watch it. I mean, I told him the movie ain't that long, by the way. It's like an hour and 9 minutes, by the way.
I
That's
might
too
watch
long
it.
for him.
Then.
That's too
No,
long
no,
for
no, no.
That's in the
That's my
realm.
territory.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Now we're
Ryan
talking.
only watches movies that are 45 minutes.
Well,
and
because I
under.
watch shows that have hour-long episodes.
Yeah, right. Fucking
Sometimes.
So the movie's not for everybody. It's weird, but it's dope as fuck. It's shot really well. Everything that's going on inside is really like crazy but dope. Honestly, like, cause I was thinking off that list you posted, I was just in Bruce Wayne mode anyway, and it's like honestly, bro, this movie is like if cause they've done stories like this where your boy Bruce gets hit with a toxin, and he's just like, oh yeah, fucking like it'll wear off soon. And then you see the effects of like a toxin that will take on Bruce. And this one is like it's like Joker and Scarecrow hit him with like a nerve toxin that kind of makes him just not care. And that's what this movie is. And it's actually really good. And all the other characters are good. And it really feels like it's in this like parallel kind of Gotham because it takes place in New York. And it's like if you're on your nerd shit, you know that Gotham is based off of San Francisco and New York, and like Gotham is like some weird Latin translation of New York anyway. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the movie was good. Like just off that one movie, I could see it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna watch all the movies on that article you posted. So I was big hating, man, but it's like your boy's acting bars was there. He had like for 2012, he a little younger, but like his voice was like good. He was whoever wrote that movie was fire, and he's mostly wearing a suit the whole time, so he looked like a young Bruce, like maybe like a Batman Year One, and I imagine, cause I think Bull said the movie won't be out till like 2022 or
2021.
2021. By that time,
That sounds like
hella long. It's like forever, right? Like,
It's 2 years.
Is the Earth even gonna make it that far? I don't know, man.
That's 2 years.
It feel like 7 though.
Like,
You tell me.
7
son.
years ain't even that
It'll
long.
fly by.
But it is though, son. It is though. You can get several degrees in that time. You know what I'm saying? You can get married a couple times. Shh. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, you could probably get like.
You could lose
8
it all
degree.
and get it
That
right
time.
back. 7 years. Shh.
So
Anyway.
this is the point that I was making to Bull, even in that thread when we were talking. Because the
that
thing is, like,
bull.
a lot of people only know
Of his trash
Robert
shit.
Pattinson
Yeah.
because of the Twilight
Yeah.
shit, and they think that's all he does, and that's all he'll ever fucking amount to, like, as
Yep.
far as the acting shit goes. But I've heard, you know, from the grapevine that the dude has been actually killing the indie film
SM
scene.
was on the show, and I feel like kind of an asshole, but I don't remember the movie he was talking about. But he said like, no, watch that movie, got bars, and it's like honestly, just the one I seen, fucking from 2012, he was in his bag. And also too, Paul Giamatti's in the movie, and it's like somebody like that could play a Penguin, cause aren't they trying to get Penguin and Catwoman in the Matt Reeves shit?
We'll get to that next.
Oh,
We'll get to
excuse
that
me.
next.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's the
Spoiler alert.
same-
Spoiler alert.
It's
You
the same
fucking
topic.
asshole.
It's the same
yeah,
movie.
it's in the shit. Anyway, somebody like that, like especially because those two in the movie that I saw, like they share a lot of screen time and they have this crazy conversation. On it, like I hope those two reunite to play this part, because there's really only one other guy that I want to play, that I want to see play Penguin. He was in London Boulevard, British dude. I want to say he was in Lock, Stock 2, Smoking Barrels. I could be wrong. His name's like Raymond or something. I'll fucking look it up real quick. He's the only other guy I want to play fucking Penguin. But Paul Giamatti,
What about dude from Unleashed?
Oh yeah, you hella right. You hella right. Yep. Fucking the guy who I didn't even know was British because I first seen him in Who Framed Roger Rabbit as Eddie Valiant. No,
Yeah,
he
there
would
you
be
go.
a great. Yeah, them three guys. You have to post all these photos, bro. Fucking them three guys. Them are the only guys I want to see as
You
Penguin.
gonna write that down or
No, I got you. I'll send them.
I
I'll
got-
send them to you.
I got
Send them to you.
I got the bullet points, so I'm gonna run them back
Bullet
when I run it.
points.
I don't write
Bullet
every
points.
little thing down.
This guy, man.
Yeah, you
because
jerk.
he's gonna end up writing it and not do it anyway. So, no, but I think that it'll be a very interesting thing.
You're
Oh, yeah.
you're an interesting thing.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Because like a lot of people were quick to hate and this and that, but it's like if you look at the history of people who got cast in these roles, like a lot of people, like people were so quick to hate on the selections anyway, and they ended up being good. So like look at Michael Keaton as Batman. A lot of people were hating on that because they only knew him from
Mr. Mom.
and like
Because he just did Mr. Mom.
and what
before
else was the other
fucking
one?
movie.
What was the other one he did? Look who's what did he do? Look who's talking?
Nah,
No.
that's John Travolta.
Oh no! Fuck. What was the other? Duplicity, multiplicity,
Yeah.
some shit
Yeah.
like he was just in these comedies.
Those movies are really
comedy
bad.
movies
I
and shit,
can't-
and
I
like
can't get jiggy
people
with
just
that.
thought that he's just gonna be a goofy ass like.
Did he do Beetlejuice before or after?
I think he did it before, like 92 or something. I don't.
I'll look at
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, by the way, you know, because you can show it on the shit. Ray Winston. Ray Winston's my top pick for Penguin, and then old boy fucking from Roger Rabbit. About to fucking look his name up. That's my number 2, and then Paul Giamatti as my number 3.
Beetlejuice is 1988.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we definitely did that before. Fire movie. By the way.
And this is the crazy part, right? Because today we know Michael Keaton as a crazy, like he's a dope actor. That dude got bars for sure. Like that motherfucker fucking kills it.
And the first Batman was 89.
Which I don't know if you niggas know. We about to drop some nerd shit. The Michael Keaton Batman's inspired the Kevin Conroy Batman animated series. Like they based that series
Right.
off the Michael Keaton shits. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
So it's
which
like-
is a legendary fucking cartoon series. Like you could be a grown ass fucking person and sit down and watch that shit. It's fire.
Exactly. So other than Michael Keaton, people were also hating on Heath Ledger being a Joker, and look how that turned out.
You know what? I hate to say it. She might have a point there, sir.
And what else?
Bob Hoskins, by the way. Bob
you go, Bob
Hoskins.
Hoskins.
Yeah, that's
There you
my
go.
number 2. That's my
And
number
like
2.
a lot of people were also hating on Ben Affleck being Batman, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, people like.
Dude was damn near ended up being like the best Batman iteration.
I agree, but people
I
aren't.
wouldn't-
People
wouldn't
aren't
agree.
quite on board for that yet. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of them things. We still got a couple years before people look back and be like, you know what? He was the guy. Like,
I mean, regardless how you feel, he is like the most accurate
I
Batman.
thought he did great.
The most comic book accurate Batman there is out there right now.
honestly,
In terms of like the fucking action, like in the fucking the way it was portrayed, like the fucking like dude got his fighting bars like portrayed. Well.
honestly, like I don't even.
That has nothing to do with Ben Affleck though.
I mean,
Well,
it-
I mean, but
it has-
he was the one who portrayed
It
that.
has a lot to do with Ben
No,
Affleck.
it was like some stuntmen and like they just good visual shit.
It has a lot to do with Ben Affleck. Like he's still. So honestly, a lot of my favorite moments in that isn't even when he got the Batman suit on. You know what I'm saying? Because
Dude made a good Bruce Wayne too.
you know
Like-
he made a great Bruce Wayne, and it's like honestly, man, like I hope they do this in the Matt Reeves one. But some of the best scenes in that movie was the interactions with him and fucking Alfred.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about this for hella long because, well, like one of the dope things in that movie is that the Wayne Manor clearly got like burnt down or there was an explosion, so they're off in another spot, right? Fucking the little spot by the lake.
Yeah.
And it's like your boy Bruce, old Bruce too, because it's kind of based off of Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller and shit. You know, he got the gray in his hair, fucking and he been Batman for 20 years in the Zack Snyder shit. He like we don't even know who the bitch he was sleeping with, but he wake up with her. We see my boy pour the wine and take all them pain pills. We don't see that side of Batman. You know what I'm saying? And this side of Bruce, it like in this movie we've like they've painted that picture so well that Alfred make jokes about it. And he's like, fucking, the only thing the Waynes are going to inherit is an empty wine cellar. Like,
Right.
shh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we even got, like, I'm telling you, man, we even got your boy Bruce, like, putting the coffee or the tea down for Alfred, like, serving his butler. Like, those shits are great. I hope they, like, explore more of that. And it's like, I don't think anybody other than, like, a Ben Affleck could have pulled shit like that off. Like, the conversations they were having, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's going to take a couple years for people to realize, oh, they was actually talking that shit. Just like when your boy Snyder had that meeting, or he had that little conference, it looked like it was a Comic-Con or something. And
it was like a Snyder Con.
Yeah, and like people were hating on fucking Batman killing people, and he's like, yeah, like this is a modern, like this is the real world. Fucking Batman killed some people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
I mean, and if we're really gonna be technical about it, he did catch some bodies in the comics too. Like, you stupid fucks,
absolutely.
you dumb fucks just don't know your fucking history.
Yeah, I mean, the first Batman had guns and shit and purple gloves, so it's like, you know.
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean, he
Come
caught
on,
a body in the first Batman too. We're talking about the '89, right?
You talking about he killed KGBs? He locked them up. You talking about?
No,
that
I'm talking about the movie, Michael Keaton movie. He caught
Oh,
a body
yeah.
in there too.
And nobody said a
It's
word.
like, yeah, and you motherfuckers didn't say
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
So what
it's
the
weird.
fuck is you talking
People
about?
pick and choose,
You
bro.
dumb
It's
fucking
just-
moron.
It's
Like,
goofy.
know your fucking history.
You get turned up,
Dipshit. Cause
you
these
dipshit.
It's because these motherfuckers.
moron.
Yeah, moron. Because these motherfuckers be trying to get all fucking fake comic woke and shit. Be like, Batman doesn't fucking kill, and it's like
comic woke.
comic woke. These motherfuckers,
And that's a real thing.
Like
He
you
got y'all.
you try to hold a fucking fictional character to a certain ideal because
goofy.
because
It's
of how a
goofy.
comic book portrays him. Yet like you still didn't call out this certain shit that you calling him out for now. Back when like in the
Facts.
early days when
Facts.
when you were bigging him up, like, oh, this is the best Batman, and it's like the best Batman was back in '89 with the Tim Burton or whatever the fuck, and it's like he caught a fucking body in that one too. So what the fuck is you talking about?
Shout out your boy Awkwards because he think Keaton is the best Batman.
I mean, I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad at him, but it's just like, I don't know, man. People really need to embrace, like, obviously it's like, yes, bro, like, as superheroes is fucking, you know what I'm saying? The physical toll that it would take on a Batman would kill him. Okay, we get it. All right, fucking, let's look past that part.
And also the mental, psychological toll too.
Right, but let's look past that and embrace like the directors and the writers who try to make these things as real as possible.
Right.
Because like the politics in Batman vs Superman and Man of Steel are great. You know what I'm saying? The fact that your boy fucking Clark Kent killed somebody, you know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of broke him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, so that's his thing to never kill again. You know what I'm saying? And like, even down to the simple shit where he dropped the Bruce Wayne fucking satellite on the military.
Right.
And he's like, I'm from Kansas, man. I'm as American as it gets. And it's like, that's hella real. And it's like, just simple line like that just to get that point across. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people need to embrace the realism because it's like, Clark just want to fit in with everybody else. That's his whole thing. And Bruce fighting his own psychological demons. Anybody could relate to that. You ain't got to have superpowers. You ain't got to be a nerd. It's like, bro, just embrace the realism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With every time a Spiderman movie come out, my nigga in tears every time. Y'all, people could relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a little over the top. Shout out Tobey Maguire. But it's like, people, like, you can embrace that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro.
I mean,
like,
and speaking of realism, like, all you dumb fucking morons that are always talking about, oh, Superman in Batman vs Superman, he just wasn't smiling enough.
that's the goofiest shit I ever heard, bro. I'm sorry.
Like, I know I've talked about this before with
These
you
niggas is
with
cut
you
off.
guys
Yeah.
and shit, but it's
Talking
like,
our shit.
but it's like, if you're somebody who's not of this world and you spend all your time saving lives,
Ooh.
and the
Ooh.
fucking half the public is still questioning your motives, still
Ooh.
questioning you, like,
Talk about
like, you remember they even had like a CNN channel talking about is a Superman necessary? Like, people are still skeptical of you as a person. Even like granted that they're mad about you having a fight with Zod and like it fucked up the whole city, but it's
That's
like
what I'm saying,
that
man.
whole thing came about out of nowhere, and it's like if you were cast in that situation and you were just trying to live your life and some fucking alien tried to kill you,
Yeah.
and ended up like fucking up a whole bunch of shit as collateral, like how would you fucking handle that shit? And like the thing is, Superman was just trying to atone for that too, and also try to find his place in the world. So of course, you dumb fucking idiots, he's not gonna be smiling. It's not gonna be all rainbows and sunshines every fucking where he goes.
It's funny
he's
'cause-
not gonna be smiling and laughing because he's still trying to find his fucking place in the world he doesn't belong in.
It's funny because the same people who
like-
complain about that shit is the same people who like they drop their quality of work at their job like as soon as it gets a certain time, or that their boss goes home. Then they just stop trying. But they're gonna like talk about a Clark Kent who like doesn't get thanked, and he's like a wanted criminal, and they wanted to see him in court, and it's like, I'm telling you, the symbolism was dope. It's like they put handcuffs on my nigga the first time, and then he walked into the court, and it's like, he don't have to do that, because Bruce Wayne would never do that, right? Never in the Batman would never do that. And that's why even the shit with him and Alfred again was up. He's like, we've always been criminals, Alfred. It's like, that's some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we should go to the you know what I mean, because we talk about this shit forever.
I'm not gonna try to harp on it too much, but like, the long story short is, you motherfuckers are morons.
Bitch ass.
Bitching about
Long
that shit.
story short.
But yeah, I just wanted to gloss over real quick that there was a article that stated that for the Matt Reeves Batman movie, they did want to reportedly feature a Penguin and a Catwoman among other villains. So
if Penguin in there, I guarantee there's gonna be an exploding Penguin. Fucking, because they're gonna shout to the BVS scene.
Right. So
I guarantee it's gonna happen.
Also with Catwoman being involved, so that would pretty much mean that if Catwoman still exists in the DCEU in the present day, then she would be like a more aged woman, right? Like
not in the Matt Reeves shit, because we're getting.
I know, not in the Matt Reeves. I'm saying like in the present day of the DCEU, because the Matt Reeves shit takes place in the past.
So does that mean we're gonna get an older Batman later, or are they gonna age up fucking potential Robert Pattinson? Because like I said, like, it's gonna be weird they cast this kid, and it's like, I feel like they gotta recast everybody. Because how does Batman look younger than the Flash now? Like, it's weird. Yeah, and like the Flash and like Cyborg are supposed to be like the young people.
Well, they did say that they're just casting for that movie, so I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Really,
it's weird. I don't know. My nigga about to fall asleep over here, bro.
Yeah,
he's like, no, I'm not. You can't prove that.
Segueing that into the Batwoman trailer.
Fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
man. I mean,
shout out my girl Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose is killing it.
Doing work.
I think she's perfect for the role.
She fire. She was kicking ass and taking names in John Wick, and now she locked and loaded like John Lynch. I just she in there, bro. She in there. Yeah, I'm ready.
And here's the interesting thing about it, man, because
here's the interesting
a lot of people were you know, when it was first announced that a Batwoman show was going to come out. As far as I remember, people were hyped about it.
I'm so glad she's getting a show and not just the crossovers. I kind of hate the crossovers. It's always some fuck shit. Like, I don't want to watch it.
I don't hate the crossovers, but
I hate them. I do
prefer a show, though.
I just want to watch Arrow. That's it. And then now this show. I don't want to watch
none of it. I gave up on the
CW
shows.
And see, I can't even be mad at you. And it's like, I can't even watch the Arrow without, like, if I really want to pay attention, I got to watch the crossovers to, like, put the continuity together. And I'm not going to do it. Like, but the Batwoman shit looks fire. And the premise is a little different, but I like how they did it.
Like I said,
a lot of name drops. You know what I'm saying?
Like, when they first announced a Batwoman, people were hyped. Right, and then the trailer comes out. Trailer looks cool, and you know, there seems to be if you were to go watch it on YouTube, you see that there's a lot of dislikes on the trailer, and it's like, I mean, it is probably what you expect. It's like, it's coming from the people that are like cringing at them saying all the shit about, oh yeah, Batwoman taking a man's job and this and that, like,
it's
and
goofy,
this
bro.
is fucking like. Yeah, a lot of toxic masculinity, trying to hate on this shit.
Hey, you know what?
You
shouldn't even say that word. You wanna know why? Because not all masculinity is toxic. Not all of it is toxic.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying toxic masculinity. I'm saying like the type, the part that is.
I mean, technically saying toxic masculinity would imply that there is good masculinity within of itself. Because if you're pointing out if you're purposely pointing out the toxic one, then you're already implying. You're already implying an opposite.
Nobody ever talks about.
That's what we're talking about right now, sucker.
I don't know, man. I don't even think you should get that shit power.
Nah, well, anyway, like
goofy. They're just gang
goofy. If you're like people that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Like, it's a common term. People should know what the fuck I'm talking about. Obviously, I don't feel like all masculinity is toxic. Otherwise, I wouldn't even fucking be here with three fucking guys on it.
They can't just be idiots though, like, because
they absolutely are idiots, and that's the fucking point. That's the fucking point. And so, like,
that their masculinity.
If you can't.
The problem is there's enough of them to where you can group them and name them, and that's what the name of them is.
If you can't,
they're called, my point is
if you can't distinguish,
masculinity gets revoked.
If you can't distinguish between toxic masculinity and regular fucking masculinity that's just part of everyday life,
Constructive
then you're a
masculinity.
fucking fucktard
Yeah,
and you
sure.
just need to kill yourself, and
Facts.
I'm not gonna acknowledge your
Facts.
existence at all anyway.
I'm glad to see Ruby get the plate, man. Like I'm
So am
all
I.
about it. I think she's perfect for the role. I think she could have got the big the big screen treatment, but the show will really like push the limits there. You know what I'm saying? So
I
I'm
mean,
all
a show is always better to flesh out a character anyway.
yeah, no, you could really flex and like get all the bars out. I'm with it, bro. 100%. I
Yeah.
think it looked fire. I think the suit looks great. I think she in her acting bag. I'm ready, bro. I'm with it. I'm with
yeah,
it.
and there's a lot of people just hating on like masculinity shit aside. There's people are hating on the trailer, saying this, this and that, and like I've always said, like when it comes to trailers, like no matter who you are, no matter how big a fan you are of this or that or not, just don't judge everything by a trailer, because you ultimately could be proven wrong and fucking. You look like a fucking stupid ass idiot because you motherfucker. You stupid idiot. You said the same fucking shit about the Titans trailer. What did you say? You were hating on that. Look how that turned out. A lot of you motherfuckers. Man.
I still don't think there's enough like open celebration of that show either. I think people like Doom Patrol more than Titans. I think I like Doom Patrol more than Titans. Not that I dislike Titans, still very fire. I hope that's some shit I hope they do a fat crossover on. I want to see everybody in the shit.
I mean,
it should fucking
will.
happen.
But
they might want to separate.
But people
it,
do
though,
fuck
but
with
I don't
Titans
know.
though. People,
Still great
people
show.
that admittedly said that they thought that it looked whack from the trailers came back and said, "Yo, this Titans shit is fucking fire."
How you know?
Because I know them personally. People
I
that
know.
fucking said that shit.
Oh, you know him personally.
Came back, yeah.
Oh, you yoked everybody up. You
I
went,
mean,
you went,
you know what I'm
went
saying?
and put your
I
ninja
did my
disguise on
shit,
and
and I was
found him.
like, I did my. I fucking told you so. I fucking told you.
You was Charlie Clips.
You
You,
know
was
what I'm
surprising me. You were like,
I
guess
told
what room
them,
I'm
and
in?
now I'm telling you. I fucking told you so.
Telling you.
So, and it's the same shit with the Batwoman shit. If it fucking ends up being trash, I'll come out here and fucking eat crow myself. I'll eat my fucking words. Kowtow or whatever, do whatever the fuck.
Well, since you're
I will
Asian, you're
fucking
going
do
to
it.
eat a duck. So I don't know what you mean by eating a crow. I don't understand.
It's an Asian crow. All right, whatever. Listen.
That's racist.
But I will come out here and I will fucking.
Is that shit
drink
keep
it.
my boy Ryan awake?
I will fucking confess. But until then,
This fool just said a duck is an Asian crow, dog.
Yeah,
I mean,
he said
yeah.
it, not me. He said it.
I mean, why the fuck not?
Why not?
It's a free country. So like until we've actually seen the final product come out, you can't fucking judge shit, and you dumb fucks are probably gonna watch it anyway, and like
They definitely gonna watch
you
it.
gonna you
They
probably
definitely
gonna
gonna watch
fucking
it.
huh?
They definitely gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
for sure. You
Yeah.
gotta fucking see for yourself and actually see the final product when it's out.
I think it looked harder than Arrow, to be honest. Like as a whole.
That it would be dope if it is. To be honest,
And
with you.
I hope it is.
I mean, just the fact
I
that
hope it
Arrow
is.
is going to be ending next season, so like if
I
they
do.
have this to replace it, then
I do. Man, I'll say this, bro. I get why they made the comment in the trailer at the end. I get it, right? Because they were like, because she initially took the actual Batman suit, and she didn't alter it, and people thought she was Batman, and she's like, why am I gonna take
let
credit?
a man get a credit for what I'm doing.
Right. So I get that part. I do hope they don't just overly do that in the show, though. I really hope they don't do that. She can get all her shine and all her bars as a woman without them playing that fucking narrative to death. It's very possible. I hope they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? In the trailer, I get it because it's like, you know what I'm saying? They got to get that hype, and especially to get more like female fans involved. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we're gonna get those other people who've been like, oh, well, they're just appealing to a female demographic, and it's like, duh, like, yeah, what's wrong with that? Like, that's cool. Like, we should have done this
That's
sooner.
pretty much the point of the show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially if we being really real, if you don't want to watch Supergirl because it's not a good show, then now you could actually like have something to feel a lot better about. Because I think this is like if we're talking about woman empowerment, I think this is the one. You know what I'm saying? As far as like superhero shit, if you're a nerd, if you're into some comic shit, I think this is the one. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, or watch a Doom Patrol and cause your girl Diane Guerrero stealing the show. But I think as long as they don't do that, beat that in the ground. That's my real only fucking 2 cents. Cause I think just based off the trailer that the show's gonna be good. I think like I got faith in it. I'm fucking ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of Doom Patrol, wanted to get some bars out about
I
that
mean, I ain't
too?
got too many bars. It's good, man. It's good. Like, honest, like, yeah. I feel like we talked about this on the last episode, but their production is crazy. Everybody's killing it. Like, obviously, like my favorite character isn't
Crazy
Cyborg.
Jane.
It's fucking Crazy Jane. Like, and like they're really exploring fucking all these personalities, and she acting her ass off. She really like, you know what I'm saying. If people like Split with what's his name
James McAvoy.
yeah, James McAvoy, yeah, fucking Diane Guerrero though, she playing all these fucking people, fucking crazy, like really good. But everybody's doing great. Fucking all the characters are great. The show is so fucking crazy and immersive and visceral, and fucking the production's super high. Like it's like a movie. Some of these episodes are out there as fuck. Like you gonna feel like you're on drugs, but like I don't know. That's all I got to say about it, bro. I'm really excited. Like, I kind of wish they did that for Titans, to be honest, because it's just way more involved. And they're constantly, like, they mention, like, Justice League and, like, you know, other DC characters, but, like, this show is its own thing. Like, you can never fuck with this shit, with all the other nerd shit, and still enjoy Doom Patrol. Like it's its own show. It's like a Marvel quality, like Daredevil. Like it's just dope on its own. Like the powers and the superhero shit don't make the show. And everybody's whole thing is like, yeah, we're not superheroes. Like so that's tight.
I think the reason why they don't do it as much on the Titans show is because the Titans, I think, are kind of going for a bit more of a grounded feel. I mean, granted, with the powers
Doom
and
Patrol
shit.
hella grounded.
No, but I'm saying like they include a lot more like weird shit and weird supernatural shit in Doom Patrol that you don't really see as much in Titans.
That's not what I meant though. I meant like the psychological factor.
Well, that too.
Like,
that too.
Because the show is like it's funny, but it's like really dark.
But so the thing about Titans is that because you know how in Doom Patrol they focus a lot on the characters, right? But for the Titans,
they
like
focus
the
on
way,
like the enemy and like who they're
yeah,
fighting.
and because the story, that's how the story's set up. Like, I don't think like they have as much time to kind of just give like an episode to just straight up this to look into peer into the head, the mind of.
They got the same amount of time, and they have.
I know,
they
but
have
like
more characters
but look,
in Doom Patrol.
But in Doom Patrol, there's less going on in terms of like
way more going on
in their heads, yeah, and psychologically and all this and all that. But like,
I mean, just in general, like I don't know. So the truth is,
there's less enemies they're facing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. The enemy is super big though. Like what they're facing.
But that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Like they could focus all that on that person rather than, you know, a whole bunch of other cats.
The way the shit's looking, I feel like Titans was like a template for like Doom Patrol. Like how well is this show gonna do? And how much can we do based off of this? And they seen what they can do with Titans, and they really got into their bag and into their bars for Doom Patrol.
I think
what it's looking like. I think
Doom Patrol is still like they much more focused on the characters themselves rather than a linear plot or a
it's not linear at all. But I'm just saying the whole production of it though, like what they're giving us just on an entertainment TV show factor is crazy. It's super big. Like there's not a dull moment at all. And everybody's like if we being really real, fucking Brendan Fraser is washed up. He's super washed up and he knows he's washed up. You know what I'm saying? And he's killing it as the fucking robot man. And his character just alone, it's like it's really hard not to feel for that character. And he's kind of like he's always on screen. He's like one of the main people cuz he's one of the main Doom Patrol characters cuz it's just like him, Elastigirl and Negative Man. They're like the main people and everybody else is kind of an addition as far as like for the show. And like his character is interesting as fuck. He's kind of like he's like the glue for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody is hella interesting in their own way. And like you're right, they're focusing on all the characters, but it's like everyone's dealing with their own internal shit, but it's like but they're still trying to like find the chief, and they got this big ass like enemy they're fucking with, and you know like your boy Cyborg struggling with his own shit. There's a lot going on in the show, and it's fucking and like it's arty as fuck. It's arty as fuck, and it's not corny.
I always point out how I always think it's really dope when they have these character moments like superhero things, movies or shows that have these character moments or these between the panels moments. And Doom Patrol is
They're really good at that.
Doom
Really
Patrol
good
is
at
pretty
that.
much a show about between the
Yeah.
panels moments of these characters,
Mhm.
and that's what I really dig about it. And yeah, that's pretty much like the main point I wanted to make about
What
the show.
what our timeline looking like? Rhyme time. What
50
our
minutes?
Rhyme time? Okay, that's not bad.
We got
It's not
we
bad.
got two more things. I mean, like
That's not bad. What we
spe-
got?
spe-
What we
speak,
got? I was
speaking
gonna
of speaking of shows that we on right now, I wanted to shout out
okay.
Warrior.
Okay.
That's a new show on Cinemax. Which
Hey,
is,
hey, shout out Daylight. What'd he say? Nigga, we don't Showtime, nigga, we Cinemax. I nigga Ryan shaking his head.
So
You guys in your battle rap.
yeah, I'm gonna need you to talk about this too, man, because you talking about it, man. So this show Warrior is a new show on Cinemax. For those that don't remember, Cinemax is also the same network that put out that show Banshee, which we have said previously that was like one of the best TV shows ever
And a
fucking
lot
made.
of softcore porn.
And a lot of softcore porn, like, you know, shout out to Cinemax being nicknamed Skinemax, you know, for that very purpose. And for the most part, yeah, I mean, like, and yeah, there are those softcore moments in Warrior too, but like that, I mean, that's not why it's dope by any means. So for those of you that don't know, Warrior is a show that's based on some of Bruce Lee's old writings, and supposedly, like, I guess, you know, Bruce Lee wrote some ideas for ideas for a show, and I guess this show is basically based on the shit that he had.
I'm about to correct you right now.
All right, man, correct me.
I'm about to
Correct me, sucker.
Let me get on this mic, man. Let me get on this mic.
Man, you the one who left the mic in the first place, sucker.
I know.
And you didn't do no
I'm
timetables.
And I'm about to get on it again
You went in
too,
the bathroom
sucker.
and you didn't wash
and you
your
ain't
ass.
and you ain't gonna stop me.
I
So
don't have to stop you.
so Warrior, the show isn't just based on Bruce writing. It's based on a show that he pitched, to Hollywood, I guess, or whoever the fuck, right? And they told him, no, you're too Chinese for the part. And then they gave the idea to David Carradine, and they did fucking Kung Fu. You know what I'm saying? They took my boy's show and gave it to old boy, and rechanged the whole shit. So it's dope to get this show now, like, based off his writings. Like, it's not just the writings, like, he had a whole show pitched, you know what I'm saying, that he was trying to star in. And it's like, imagine if we would have got that, because we only got like pieces of Bruce in like him playing Kato and Green Hornet, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, like, Bruce always wanted to be like the center of attention because he had it like that. He had bars like that. And you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to give him the spotlight, which is why they had the crossover with the Adam West Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to lose against fucking Robin, the guy who played Robin. And then your boy Bruce is a fucking thug, because he was like, well, okay, how about me and you fight for real, and whoever win, we gonna, like, that's how we'll do the show. And everybody was shook. And if you go watch that crossover episode, there's just this, like, there's a funny thing where they, like, both have to leave. You know what I'm saying? That's how they kept Bruce on the show. So there was that, and there was that show Longstreet that he guest on.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the closest thing we got. So it's like, this show Warrior on Cinemax, shout out fucking Banshee that we've been talking about for hella long. Fucking, this show's great. Take place in the Skull. Fucking everybody getting it in. Your boy who they picked for the character, I forget his first name, but his last name is Koji. The main character is great. Everybody's great. We my boy Vince Masuka from Dexter, he's in there, and Job from Banshee's in there too.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking great, man.
Job is not his actual name.
Well, nah, I
Job
said
is a name.
Job-
No,
I
I'm
said
talking
Job
to the
from
people.
Banshee, that's it.
Talking to people. Job is the name of his character in Banshee. We just don't know his actual real name.
Hey, tell him what you described this show as. What you
What I
said it
described
to
the
me.
show as?
Yeah. You said.
Oh yeah,
what'd
yeah.
you say?
So
What'd you say?
basically, this show is basically Django Unchained for Asian people.
I thought you said it was the Black Panther for Asian people.
It's that too, but it's more so the Django Unchained for Asian people.
It's fire though.
Because there's a lot of themes about oppression and racial oppression, and there's a lot of racial
Shut
slurs.
up, Tantrum.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I'm experiencing it right now. And, you know,
My nigga ain't said nothing the whole time. Shut up,
Shut up.
Tantrum.
He's bringing back the shut up.
It's too
too,
good.
bro.
I couldn't resist.
I couldn't
No, you're on a
resist.
good point, though. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just
You
kidding.
know.
I'm just kidding, guys.
And basically, like, the show is really dope. It's a little background on it is it's basically
Go ahead, talk about it. Talk
a
about it.
martial arts show, like a martial arts old western show, basically. You know,
Super stylish
Yeah.
show. Soundtrack is good. The directing is good. The fight choreography is actually good.
Yeah, fight
That
choreography's dope.
last episode, it really was like a Western Tarantino type of shit.
yeah.
Like
the whole show has a Tarantino vibe, which
it
is
really
why,
does. It really does.
Which is why I said it was a Django Unchained for Asian people.
Yeah, cause I'm not gonna lie. Like we came up in like the martial arts era of cinema. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not gonna lie, fucking, and like you know this about me now. Like I can't really just watch every martial arts movie that comes out, cause they've really gone down in quality like in the past fucking 10 years. You know, like to me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like. So the like the directing and the writing is a big part. Like I don't just want to see the best fight scenes and shit. Like I need to be fucking brought in on the story, and it's like the writing is fucking great on this show. Fucking everybody acting their ass off. The way that they like talk about racism in the show is fucking great. Yeah, man, it's a great show. Cinemax really be on their shit, man. Like it's cause we haven't had something that's like Banshee ever since fucking that
Banshee.
show, and it's like this is dope in a way where it's like it's not at all trying to copy that show. It's its own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for the people who watched what was it the people who did District 9 did what was it Elysium? Yeah, they did Elysium, cause it still got the British dude.
Yeah.
And anyway, fucking people were like expecting it to be like a sequel or not, or they were expecting it to be the same thing, and it's like, or no, my fault. Chappie is the movie I'm thinking of, and like people were expecting it to be like that, and it's like, nah, bro, it's its own thing. Let it fucking stand on its own 2 feet. Both of these things are dope for different reasons, even though we're getting like the same director. So it's like, Warrior's dope just on its own. It's fire, super
Right.
fire.
So basically, going back to the whole theme about it being the Django Unchained for Asian people. If
You mean Django Unchained?
Django Unchained, boy.
Nigga, that's
Boy.
you. That's you.
And so
And
if,
nigga, Tantrum
if
Unchained.
if you were a fellow Asian and you're looking for Asian empowerment on the small screen, this is your fucking
Talk
show.
about it.
Because I'm
Talk
telling
about
you,
it.
like these motherfuckers, like it's on some Django shit. Like you'll see motherfuckers get disrespected on some like they'll use the fucking the racial slurs.
like my boy.
Like motherfuckers are throwing around chink left and right. Like you'll hear that shit all over the fucking show. But these motherfucking Asians are catching fucking bodies like straight
right
up.
because back then they were just killing the Chinese people, and they had a group of people they just wash them off the road, and they were just arresting people, and they can't speak English, so what do they sign them in as? John Chinaman.
Mhm.
Oh, this is John Chinaman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, you know, fucking obviously there's a gang of niggas who could relate to that. Even if you're not Asian, it's still a great show, right? We had to put it out there for the people, right? Like,
Obviously,
it's just a good,
obviously, but I'm
show.
saying like, look, like speaking as an Asian,
Go
like,
ahead, talk your
and I
shit,
had to
talk
get on
your
my
shit.
political shit
Go
a little
ahead,
bit here.
go
Like,
ahead, talk about it.
we've had to put up with this whole stigma of Hollywood, like especially for the Asian males.
You see how they did Bruce? They told him he was too Chinese. Like, what?
That
You know what I'm
for a
saying?
show
Like,
about a Chinese guy, right? Like, and that's fucking crazy.
which is the one good part about the Dragon Bruce Lee story is when they was watching Breakfast at Tiffany's,
Right.
and there was that scene where they got the white dude fucking play the Japanese guy, and it was just ignorant as fuck, right?
Right,
Like
yeah.
my nigga really looked like the Japanese character that Bugs Bunny plays in the banned Bugs Bunny cartoon, where he was killing Japanese people and he was painting a red sun on trees for every. You know what I'm saying? It's like America and Disney is crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Talk your
And,
shit.
and America
your
and
shit.
Disney's crazy. And Hollywood is even crazier. Just from how
Same thing.
Just from how dirty.
Same
Just from
thing.
how dirty they've been doing this all this fucking time. Like
talk.
I've had to, I've seen it like for the longest fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And like. It's crazy. It's crazy that Asians haven't really been getting their due until recently.
For the longest time.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Go ahead, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy how Asians haven't been getting our due for the longest time. And
Jeez.
and it's like not until recently, because now like you're starting to see shit like this. Like you would have never seen this before. Like the show Warrior and Shang-Chi gonna get his own movie in the MCU. But more on that like on another time. But yeah, like Warrior might be my favorite new show right now.
It's
like
fire.
just
It's fire.
currently right now. Like
It's fire.
other aside from the writing being dope, the action and choreography being dope,
It was great.
the Asian representation being fucking dope,
Fire.
Other
Fire.
than that, like the soundtrack is fucking dope.
Soundtrack is good.
Soundtrack
good.
is fucking
It's
crazy.
super stylish, bro. It's like a live action fucking Chinese samurai Champloo. Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
yeah.
like
but more in
like-
the modern.
Right,
world.
yeah. What was I gonna say? The closest thing to like good Asian representation in a show that I've seen similar to that is fucking Dark Matter. Cause the captain, that's definitely an Asian woman.
Yeah.
She's fire, fucking
Right.
killing it.
Uh-huh.
And your
Melissa
boy,
O'Neill. There
well,
you go.
well, I'd have taken knee, boy.
Shouts. Yeah.
And your boy who's from the clan,
Right.
who's a
Who plays Ryu? Rio.
man,
Rio.
yeah, like
Rio. I forgot his last name.
De
I think it's
Janeiro.
what you say?
De Janeiro.
What the fuck is he talking about?
He had
man?
to
This
do
guy-
it. He had to do it. Rio de Janeiro, Rio Grande. I just don't know. Like, that show, to me, and it's dope because it's like it's futuristic, but they were still traditional, like on his clan and stuff
Right,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, that's the closest thing. Other than that, I ain't seen nothing like that. Maybe fucking the character like 100 Eyes from Marco Polo. Like, I don't even think I could count that though, cause it's still, even though I like, cause they got old boy from Doctor Strange who played Genghis Khan, right? And it's like, and he killed it. Like that guy could really act. That's why he be like popping up and shit. But yeah, nah, you hella right, bro. You hella right.
Yeah, I mean, like the only other strong Asian lead on the small screen I know of right now is your boy Daniel Wu for Into the Badlands.
Into the Badlands.
And we could get to that at another time too.
Hey, that show's crazy, cause that's like a futuristic old show, right? Like it's futuristic, but
So the way they describe the genre of that, it's a post-apocalyptic martial arts western.
which I love it, right? And it's like, and if we being really real, because so in that show all races exist, but if we being really real, where they're training those people, they look like fucking slave houses. They look like, you know what I'm saying? And the people dress and talk like slave owners. You know what I'm saying?
Even the workers are in the fields,
and
like
the
doing
literally
slave
in the
field
fields,
work.
right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like
It's on a plantation.
yeah, and it's like it's dope because they switch, like instead of being like a regular slave, you're raised to be a fighter. And it's not like the slaves didn't do the same thing, but just not in like an assassin sense. And my boy's lady was a black girl too. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah, but you can get right into these Bolo Young bars.
Oh yeah,
though.
and before that, like the whole interracial fucking dynamic and shit. Speaking of in Warrior, your boy,
He knew what he was
with
doing.
the white girl.
He shouldn't have
man.
been fucking with that
Fucking
white
with
girl.
that white
He
lady.
knew exactly what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
He knew
So-
exactly what it was.
Actually, before that, we are past an hour, and I keep fucking nodding off. So
All right, I mean, we just literally got one last thing to
yeah,
gloss
it's your
over.
guys' call. I'm good either way. We got a lot of bars.
Hit
in.
us.
Because since we're on the topic of
Yeah,
Bruce Lee shit,
we'll
like,
close. We'll close it out on
we
this.
wanna-
Ronnie
we wanna-
Rebel. We'll close
we
it
want
out.
to segue into like that was the next. We want to segue
Oh,
into
wow.
the fucking.
You heard what he said, right?
this is off.
What about that? That one's still on, right? And we still got the audio, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so fuck that camera.
No
man.
way
I
to
don't
know
what
when
the
it
fuck
turned
is-
off, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so yeah, so just finishing off right quick, man. While we're on the fucking subject of Bruce Lee, like his boy Bolo Young is finally getting his story told. You know, like I guess it's a
It's gonna be
documentary.
like a documentary.
I think
Okay.
yeah, I guess it's gonna be like a documentary.
I didn't know if they were gonna do a movie and get like a young. I didn't know.
No,
Yeah.
I think it is a documentary, and it's just like
mad.
telling his story basically, and I think it's long overdue, man, because like
Very hella overdue.
from
Hella
from all the stars that we've seen in martial arts cinema, Bolo Young hasn't really gotten as much shine as he should have. You know what I'm saying?
That trailer was really dope, man. Fucking we'll just I guess I mean if you want to play the trailer, Ryan, that's cool. But if you want to do like just a picture, thumbnail of the shit, but the trailer was dope because like that's heavy in my childhood. Like I watched my nigga Bolo Young throw the oil drum at Van Damme and Van Damme sidekicked it, but he still
Bolo
felt,
Young with the oil drum. Boy.
I said,
Boy.
yeah, and he knocked my boy Van Damme down, and it's like, he was putting the pressure on Van Damme in several of the movies. You know what I'm saying? The first Double Impact, because only somebody as gangster as Van Damme could make 2 double impacts, right? Fucking,
Hence the name.
boy. And he was in Enter the Dragon with Bruce, and like it was pretty dope because they didn't really fight in the movie. But it's like, but your boy was fucking people up. It was kind of goofy that they got what's his name, Tom Saxon. Fucking he bit his leg and just beat Bolo Young. It's like, that's how you.
No, I think he stepped on his nuts, right?
Nah. You thinking Bob
No.
Wall? Your boy had him in a arm bar,
Oh.
and fucking if you watch Longstreet, your boy Bruce is teaching him the lesson to if somebody has you in a lock, fucking to bite him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So John Saxon, he fucking bites Bolo Young's leg and just defeats him. You know what I'm saying? Like how you just gonna beat the Chinese Hercules, bro? Like he just, but nah, dude is super heavy in their childhood, bro. Like just like I seen him like, cause I didn't watch fucking Bloodsport how many fucking times? Like, you know what I'm saying? He beat up the big biker dude. Took his bandana and tied it around his leg in the tournament. Like, that's gangster shit for the 80s, bro. He took his Harley Davidson bandana, and then your boy Van Damme had to get it back. Bro, I'm telling you, man, Bloodsport and kickboxers and shits. And it's your boy Bolo Young, man, he's a legend, bro. He's a legend. He did another movie too where I forget what the name of it is, and he run a martial arts school, and it's like it might be like late 80s, early 90s, and he has no lines in the movie. He's like the main character, and they shouldn't even give him no lines or nothing. Like, I don't know if his English was that good, but I still fucks with him super heavy. This is like what's the movie with the white dude who go to the dojo? His parents send him.
Sidekicks?
Nah. He grows up and he's like a grown man. And he's got the scene with the screaming sticks on the fucking leather couch. The Perfect Weapon. I know you've seen it. I know you've seen it.
I don't think I have.
Come on, son.
I don't think I have,
How
man.
fucking dare you? Yeah, man. It's around that time. It's around that time frame. Yeah, I mean, fucking, but yeah, your boy Bolo was that first Double Impact is kind of serious, bro. There's that dude with the fucking what is that called, Ryan? Where the niggas got the spurs on the boots.
Spurs?
My boy got the spurs, and he's
Spurs.
like, and he's a kicker, bro, and he's like kicking, he's fucking, and he's nice, and he's fucking, and he's cutting your boy Van Damme up with the spurs, doing hook kicks and shit. Like, that movie's kind of crazy. I might need to run that back. Yeah, Bolo Young, bro, the truth.
Yeah, one
The
final
truth.
salute to Bolo Young. Also, shout out to, I think on the show Warrior, there was a character. There's a character on there. His name is Bolo.
Okay.
So
I didn't even catch
and
that.
he is
boy.
a bigger burly
Okay.
Chinese person.
Okay.
So I think
Not to
his
be
character
confused-
is based on Bolo.
Not to be confused with my boy Sammo Hung.
No. His name in the show is actually Bolo, and he's the big buff enforcer in the like one of the gang that the main dude's in.
Gang.
And so I think his character is probably based on Bolo, and like if this was back then, his character probably would have been played by Bolo Young, like if this was back then. But yeah, just wanted to point that out real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much that.
And then Ryan, you could sign us off if you want. You're not even gonna say Bing Bang Boom and the stuff and the things.
You raggedy fucking bitch. Yeah.
There's no way to know when that.
Got bootlegs on my TV screen now. Barbecue with my EBT. To the side hustle got me up on Easy Street. Pull strings for blue notes like BB King. Your drunk uncle is back with some gats in a 30 rack stuffed in his back. Slumping suckers when the sound of thunder come from my strap. Past the peach, the flame exchange hands like a juggling act. Then y'all get thumped in the hat.
Modelo for breakfast, I chase it with a Pabst. Eating complimentary pasta like Lady in a Tramp. Catch me faded in the back. Raiders winning, celebrating like they champs. Music free, but pay attention when we rap. Got holes in my face, I'm young Jason with the mask. They only on me cause I lie about scraping in a jag. A Golden State Warrior, yeah, I'm Clay if he was fat. And every single shot he took had him schmated on his ass.
Said the day at the flicks with a bottle of bin. Matinee getting lit while I follow the saints. Cabernet for your chick, got it all in the name. Catch your brains from your bitch and I'm falling asleep.
Saturday getting yarn with the homies in the bay. At the lake getting burned, just ignore it with a drink. Catch a fade, had that gun point a 40 to the face. Pack a base, smell that one joint that shorty wanna taste.
I wield a 40 like Excalibur. Drunk on the park bench, don't know where my chalice went. King of the bottom, got my throne up where the madness is. Always in the whirlwind, don't know how to balance shit, but also all the cannabis.
Too normal for weirdos, too weird for the norm. I take a tall can down before the beer gets too warm. Cheers get it torn. I'm sipping Pabst Blue, that's my swag juice. I'm saucy, I'm dripping ragu when I pass through.
Box cut it, dipped in Henny, make a bitch back up. Brick fist for the low, get your chin strap touch. Get your top knocked off, pick your wig back up. For the whole world, notice you a bitch ass, huh?
My kisser on his can, chillin' with this pretty chick, she twisted off a jack. I'm just wishing we don't crash. Young false promise, / never not honest. Just disconnected from the world like the Amish.
Said the day at the flicks with a bottle of bin. Matinee getting lit while I follow the saints. Cabernet for your chick, got it all in the name. Catch your brains from your bitch and I'm falling asleep.
Saturday getting yarn with the homies in the bay. At the lake getting burned, just ignore it with a drink. Catch a fade, had that gun point a 40 to the face. Pack a base, smell that one joint that shorty wanna taste.